you guys, welcome back and I hope you guys are doing great. So today's video is an anti-haul. These are the products that have been released in the past that I have certain opinions on and I'm certainly not gonna buy. So the first thing on my list is the Lakme Absolute Precision Lip Paints. These are basically lipsticks in a pot that you have to apply with a brush. You do get a brush along with these pots. I just want to start off by saying who asked for this? Majority of Lakme's audience probably applies lipsticks with the bullets or the wand that you get in. Why would you add another extra step in terms of a brush, a pot? I do not get it. With gel eyeliners and pen eyeliners, the formulas are different. The effect you get is different. In these, it seems like you are just getting a lipstick in a pot. Things that could be in a bullet or in a pen style are always more convenient and also good for the people who are working with disabilities. Just the fact that you have to open the lid and then dip your brush in, wipe it on your lips, and then that brush, I'm assuming you are having to clean it because the product is still gonna stay on the brush unless you wash it, and the amount of bacteria that is gonna grow on it, no thank you. We are still in the middle of a pandemic. I would like for my products to be more hygienic than usual, if anything, and this is exactly on the opposite spectrum of that, and I would have given this a chance, but I need to know what is different about this than your usual lip products because this retails for $650 and they have a lip range starting from $275. If you read the thing that they have on Nykaa's website, it just looks like a normal lipstick formula described but in a pot. I'm not gonna pay extra and at the same time work twice as hard to apply a damn lipstick. Let me know if you guys have any other perspective because I would like to know if there's any person who finds this more convenient than anything else, and if you're like this gives better precision, use a lip liner or use any other brush to apply your lipstick, it's gonna work the same. So yeah, that is the reason this is in my anti-haul list. Let's move on to the next one. So the next release is by an international brand, but I thought of adding it because this is a international brand that is very widely available on Instagram stores. I'm talking about Colourpop. So the collection that I'm specifically going to talk about is their Ice Cream Bites collection. These are basically eyeshadow quads. So the way my relationship is with quads is I will either use one if I'm traveling, which I rarely do, and second will be if there are shades that I always use, so my daily shades, let's say. Other than that, I do not find quads to have a lot of variety for me. With 4 shades, let's say 2 matte and 2 shimmers, you can probably only create 5 or 6 looks out of everything you have, and if the matte shade is lighter to your skin tone, it gets even more limiting. So that's the reason I'm not a big fan of quads. And also these are very colorful. If these were neutrals, I can still understand that some people might get use out of this, but a quad with a purple and a yellow, there is not a lot you can do. These however are very cute, I will give them that. This was cute but limiting. Also, I have 2 more international releases in my list today. Indian brands don't release so much, or if they do, I'm not aware about them. So if you want me to see those releases, maybe tag me in the comments on Instagram or something, or you can just tag me in any release. It doesn't have to be new and we can discuss it. The next thing that I have on my list is, I'm not sure if I talked about this or not, it's the Nykaa's Clean Touch Facial Cleansing Brush. These are silicone built. I think these are basically devices that you can use while you're cleaning your face. I personally think that your hands are your best tool and my hands have always been comfortable for me. I just don't believe that tools are that important in your skincare. Face rollers, the gold one, the jade one, the rose quartz one, something like this, I don't find it necessary. I however feel like this is better than the jade rollers and stuff. They don't do that much as people are hyping them, but this one, I don't really have a need for this in my life, and these retail for 3,000 rupees, which is still cheaper than what the Foreo Luna retails for. So this might be a good option for the people who want it, but it's a thing that I don't need. I just don't care enough about these. The only device I feel like I would be willing to invest in is a microcurrent device, something that you have a hyaluronic acid gel underneath and then you kind of sculpt your face with it. Even with that, data is limited, but if anything, that is something that I would like to give to myself. That is where I stand with tools. Very rarely do I feel like a tool is necessary in my life, and this falls in the same category. I do not care about it that much. The next product and the brand kinda is not available in India, but their parent brand, I'm not even sure how their hierarchy goes. It's Norvina, ABH's daughter's brand, which is still under ABH. So the particular product that I'm talking about is their Pro Pigment palette in the volume 5. This is their 5th one. The first 4 I wasn't a fan of anyway, and then the 5th one came up, and this is probably worse than all the 4 because if you did not tell me, or if I wasn't that aware about the makeup world, I would mistake this for the first palette just because it's been so long since the first was released. It also has similar color stories as to the purples, but then if you hide the purples, it becomes every other nude palette, and these colors are not that difficult to dupe. The purples maybe, but the nudes for sure you'll be able to find them even in Indian brands. The reason why I don't like it, it's too much. When you look at the palette, it's too jumbled. Having 25 shades, it's a lot of colors and not everyone needs those, especially when you have the 5th volume out. I don't know where to differentiate these palettes because at some point they're gonna start to look like each other. So yeah, I do not like this palette. I don't see the point of this palette. I feel like this brand should just perform as an entirely different brand. When I imagine these two brands side by side, it's so confusing for me because even if a brand is a sub brand of other, you still see some similarities and you can tell that these are from the same people. When I see this, I don't think that they are same people. Also, the formulas are apparently different on ABH and Norvina. So what exactly? It's like riding on the goodwill that ABH has. I get it, it's her daughter, so it makes sense that she has a brand, but I don't think this necessarily fits with me. So yeah, I don't really like this. Next is a release that is a part 2 in terms of collaboration, and the part 1 is something that I've talked about in few of my videos, and this is the Masaba by Nykaa Pure Matte Lipsticks. It's a part 2. The first one was also a lipstick collab along with nail polishes, but this is just lipsticks. I think they follow a similar pattern where her fashion prints are printed on the packaging of this, which makes it cool. But these retail for 800 rupees. Her previous collab retail for 600 rupees, which also is very often found on discount for less than 400. I know these will also be discounted at some point, but even if the formulas are different, as I mentioned in my what if I owned this brand video, I will not be willing to pay that much for a Nykaa lipstick. At the end, it's a creamy matte lipstick that lasts like any other average lipstick. These colors are very dupeable. Even the previous collection, I wouldn't say it was extremely unique, but it was easier to pick colors in that. There were enough nudes, reds, pinks, whatever. But this, I just feel like if I search my collection, even my small collection of lipsticks, I will be able to find shades that suit me, like the suit Masaba in these teaser posters. The price jump is also significant. It's cute, I get it, but at the same time I feel like for the second part of their collaboration, they could have done something different, maybe a palette this time instead of the same lipsticks that blend into their first collection. I just don't find this to be that unique as I would have said that the first collection was, so that's the reason I have them here. The next is the Plum Vitamin C 15% serum. This is a vitamin C the Indian market has been filling up with vitamin C in the past year. It's nice to see, but at the same time everyone has started to look like the same. Anyway, let's talk about this particular product. It's still different. It's a derivative of vitamin C and this is 15%. One reason why I would not be buying this is that I haven't yet finished my Dr. Shade one. I stopped it because my skin is going through something. It's going through a purging phase and that's gonna last me for at least a month. So I'm trying not to have retinoid, salicylic acid, everything around my skincare routine. I'm trying to cut it down a little bit. Second reason is the Dr. Shade one is 20% and that my skin tolerated well for the time that I did use this, but this is a lower percentage, so going from a 20% to a lower percentage does not make sense to me. I have however heard good things about this product. It's also more on the affordable side, even more affordable than the Dr. Shade one. So if you want to try this, I feel like beginners can go for this. I'm not just interested in trying something new for my skin right now, and also I am not sure if vitamin C suits my skin. Some people have better chemistry with certain ingredients and some people just don't like certain ingredients, and I might be falling somewhere in between for this. So I'll first figure out if I like vitamin C with my Dr. Shade one. If I do, then I'll probably purchase the Dr. Shade one again just because it's a higher percentage, my skin goes well with it, and the Plum one is a lower one. So yeah, that's the reason I'm not going to be purchasing this one. Next is a palette that has been released internationally for a while, but it recently launched in India. I think it's the Huda Beauty Naughty Nude palette. This palette is very expensive. Huda Beauty formula, from what I know, isn't worth that price tag. Next thing is it's a color story with deeper nude shades, which is perfectly fine. I just don't need it. But then there are these swirly looking eyeshadows in a lot of her palettes that look cool on the palette than they do on your eyes. It's just shimmer, nothing special. I get it, it's for the aesthetic purposes. All of this is still okay and would have been okay until I saw the damn microorganism that is growing at the corner of the palette. It's so uncomfortable to look at. I'm gonna insert a photo of that a little zoomed up, so if you don't want to see that, skip to this timestamp, and I'm gonna insert the photo now in 3, 2, 1. Am I the only one who felt uncomfortable? I hope not, because that is extremely ugly and I do not understand why. I've seen people review it. Apparently it does not even look good. It has a balmy texture which makes everything worse in my head. Makeup being innovative and fun is good. Even gimmicks are fine, but gimmicks that make me uncomfortable are not fine. And overall it's unnecessary. No one needs it. That's all. And the last thing on my list is the Deconstruct AHA BHA exfoliating serum. This is basically The Ordinary's 30% AHA 2% BHA peeling solution. This is something similar to that with a lower concentration. As I mentioned, I would not probably be buying something new skincare until my skin has recovered. Next is my skin tolerates acids well. I haven't had severe issues with higher concentration products. I feel like I would like to trust The Ordinary's formula more than this one, just because that has been in the industry for a really long time. It's a very heavy acid, so I would prefer to go with a brand that is well known and people know, and there are a lot of videos regarding how to use it. This is nothing against Deconstruct or Deconstruct skincare. I am glad that brands are coming out with such potent products. I just feel like I find The Ordinary a little more intriguing than this. Skin that is not used to active ingredients, I feel like this would be great for you to start at. I don't think beginners would enjoy a peeling solution like this, but if you're into skincare, you have sensitive skin but you still want to try this would definitely be better than Ordinary in terms of what the concentration is. Maybe if The Ordinary isn't available in India for the next year, I will probably purchase this if I do need an exfoliating serum. For now, I'm a little towards The Ordinary, but I still like this. I like the concept. It's fine too, but that is given a preference in my books. So yeah, that was the last thing. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what is one product that has been recently released that you would absolutely not like to buy. We can talk about it in the comments. So yeah, please like, comment and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any other video request. I would love to go through that. Once again, I hope you guys enjoyed and I will see you in my next video. Bye.